Alright, here's my screencast. I've done this for the second time because screencast was having a little issue, but that's okay. And I'm analyzing Jackson's article, and it's called Dream On. And in the first paragraph, it has these little short sentences, but I think gets his point across easily. Also because it's like I think it's a very nice flow to it, and it says an unrealistic situation, you think? Unfortunately not, for there are thousands of children and young adults in the United States living like this right now, and thanks to Congress they'll have to continue living like this. So you don't know who it's talking about, and you don't know what the subject is yet, but it's a really kind of morbid situation, and it's no secret that illegal immigration is a serious issue in the U.S. It has become an emotionally charged issue, too often treated like a black and white issue. It is a complex and sensitive issue. Could you guys shut up?
No.
We're not doing it on time.
In like 5 minutes you'll forget we're talking. Let's try that again.
You guys are bad.
Well, it's okay because you won't be offended because you'll forget that he just said that in like 5
But I'll remember the aggression.
No, you're going to forget that too. Like, what were we fighting about?
Could you just shut up? I'm trying to do a screencast. It's recording, you guys.
Gallagher will get a good laugh then.
Okay. Okay, well, back on topic. It's no secret that immigration is a serious issue in the U.S. It has been an emotionally charged issue that is too often treated like a black and white issue. It is a complex and sensitive issue that has many complications. The DREAM Act, the Development, Relief, and Education for Minors Act, has been trying to deal with one of these complications since September of 2001. When immigrants enter our country, they are usually not alone. Most bring their entire family, including small children. These children grow up in the U.S., learn English, and go to school. But then what? And so then here it starts to introduce the subject, and you can see what the subject is down here because it's these small children that grow up and go to school, and then this is their situation is up here in the first paragraph. And then he leaves the paragraph off with a question, which I think is good because then it draws you into the next one. And it says, sadly, there are almost no options for an illegal minor after high school. And so then that's how you can see what is what the first paragraph is going at. Without means of obtaining citizenship, they can't get a high-paying job. They can't have a driver's license. They can't fly on an airplane. They can't go to college. And so then these are short sentences again, which I think also mimic these short sentences right up here, which is a good thing because it brings the whole article together. And then meanwhile, they live in constant fear of being deported to a country that is as foreign to them as it is to us. Most don't even speak Spanish or have any place to go in Mexico. Because of their parents' decisions, they are forced into limbo at home in either the U.S. or Mexico, trapped somewhere in between. So I think that this is a good comparison, and it helps you to really see because Mexico is foreign to us and we wouldn't have a place to go there. And so if it's foreign to them also, but it's their citizenship place, then that must be awful because if any of us were just individually deported to Mexico, we would be freaked out. And so I think that that is a really good metaphor and illustration kind of, if that's the right word. But I think that's good. The DREAM Act hopes is to fix this, so that's showing oh, there's hope, we can fix it, it's all good. And if passed, the act would have provided citizenship to Hispanic minors provided they go to college or serve in the military for at least 2 years. And the paragraph goes on, and it's talking about the benefits of it and how it would help our country, and then all while giving Hispanics, or young Hispanics, a future. And I think that's good because it's another pathos thing. He gets you attached to them right here after the first paragraph, and in this second paragraph he gets you emotionally attached to them. And then as you go down, it's saying that this is going to help them, giving young Hispanics a future. We never know the effects of the act after it was shot down in Senate last September, and so then there's the occasion, and with it the futures of thousands of youth. Among the reasons for voting against the bill, blah blah blah. And so then this paragraph right here is the counter arguments and rebuttal, and I think that this is a really good counter argument because it even almost has me convinced to not vote for the act, because if I voted because of just that's crazy, because we wouldn't want criminals to be oh, you're a criminal, but that's okay, here's some citizenship. and then it's like getting released from the law just because you're not from America, which is kind of silly. And so I think that that's a good counter argument, but then I think he rebuts it really nicely too. And so the incentive that it would give them, or that the participants of DREAM would also have to be of good moral character. And I think that helps because it's showing, like, it's not just going to be anybody. It's not going to be the crazy Mexican that stalks around in an alley, but it's going to be Mexican that actually cares for his future. And, like, I mean, and I know that's kind of prejudice, and I don't mean it that way, but that's kind of what it is. And so, and it's one thing to have your future chosen for you. It's another to have it taken away. With trench issues such as immigration, it's easy to see things as black and white. However, the DREAM Act isn't black and white, red or blue, right or left, conservative or liberal. The DREAM Act is about people and how their lives can be changed dramatically with a small helping hand. However, just as hands can help people up, they can also push people down. Don't vote for your party, vote for what is right. And so I think right here, there's the short sentences again, so it's nice because it ties it in at the beginning of the article, the middle of the article, and the end of the article. So it takes the whole thing and makes it a whole. And then in this sentence, I think it follows that same flow. Even though they aren't individual sentences, I think it still has that same, like, flow of it, the same sound and rhythm in the writing and the same tone. And then the DREAM Act is about people, and people is a very emotional word to a lot, and so that helps you because you're attached to these people, like how he got you attached up at the beginning. And so the DREAM Act isn't black and white, red or blue, right or left, conservative or liberal. And then, wait, I already read that, oops. And so, and then how their lives can change. And how their lives can be changed dramatically with a small helping hand. So that's showing a comparison between with a small helping hand. So it's showing the comparison between if you just give a little bit, then it can be changed the lives of these Mexicans that you've gotten emotionally attached to at the beginning. But just as hands can help people up, they can also push people down. So I think that shows, like, you have a choice. And these people that you've gotten attached to, you have a choice to help for them or push them down. And then don't vote for your party, vote for what is right. And I think that helps also. And, like, because even if you want to vote for your party, you need to vote for what's right. And I think that is a really good clincher. It's very emotional. There's very good pathos in it. And overall, this article was really good. I think that Jackson did. It has a good outline. It's got, like, there's his introduction, background, two reasons, a counter argument, and a good conclusion. And he introduces, like, a new topic to it or a new thought to it in the end. So good job, Jackson, and hope this was a good analysis.